Alright, in the top right hand corner we have the red Zerg. His name is FGIM Teuton. And in the bottom left hand corner we have the blue Protoss. His name is Jeterix. So this is the very first round of the bracket. There are 4 rounds. Right now we have Starkiller getting a bye into the quarterfinals. And every round is going to be best of 3 until the grand finals is a best of 5. So yeah, we're up to $90 in the prize pool, which is awesome. Let me just look at the payouts. It's going to be $67.50 for first place and $22.50 for second place. So even if you get second place in this tournament, you're still getting 22 bucks. So that's not bad. Just want to thank everybody for the donations and all of the people who put in the Matcherino codes. I mean, I guess we got some downtime, so I could just read them off real quick. Zero donating a total of $14.50. Mr. 789, Twisted Manipulation, Walk, Chevy, Giggity Gangster, Eno, Baxter, Daunted, Praetorian, Legend, KTV, Istex, Hydras and Colossus, Starforce, Opsian, Junior Star League, Nemesis, Nathan, Tertio, Miguel, Quarthes, Ravage, Starkiller, Jedi Zealot, Gorgonoth, Caspada, Snoopy. Oh my god, there's a lot. Jin, Sunlily, Supposit War, Furex, Barbarossa, Leo, Nefast, AAPP, and Landfear, and Sushi, and I think I got them all. All those people use the Matcherino code, and you can still do that, by the way. It's still going on. There's a link in the chat. Anyway, let's get into this game. Jeterix has gone with a double gate, starting with 2... Oh my goodness. Starting with 2 adepts, and this proxy gateway gets scouted immediately by this overlord, and the links come in to try and deny this. He'll probably end up canceling, but in the meantime he's going to send 2 adepts into the natural to try and get drone kills. Unfortunately for Jeterix, there's no drone kills here, so he might take some damage on these adepts. Oh man, Jeterix is doubling down with this proxy. So he wants to end this very quickly. He's going up to 5 gates, but these pylons, he needs to get some units over here. This pylon might go down. He needs to shuffle those adepts to try and... Okay, this pylon is definitely going to go down. I don't see another probe on the way here, though. I don't see actually anything from Jeterix. He's sending another adept, but he doesn't have a probe to repower these gateways. But he does have Warp Gate open. Okay, he's just going to throw down an Nexus at home. He's forcing out a ton of Lings, so that's kind of good for him. Gonna probably snipe this one drone. And then all he needs to do is like wall up at the front. One Zealot. I guess the shield battery would be good. He could just warp in a couple more units at home too. His warp gate is finished. He's getting more and more drones in the main. A total of 6 going down, probably 7. And Adept Shade into the natural. Get one more drone. Let's see, these Lings on the other side of the map. Yeah, he needs to do something about that, because that Cyber Core is about to go down. Warping in a couple of Adepts. That is a lot of Lings. He could just go to the main and kill a whole bunch of probes. He's going to go for the pylon instead. I don't know if powering the double Stargate. I don't know if that was the best usage of those Lings, but for what it's worth, I guess he'll be delaying the air units for a little bit. More and more links streaming in. He has an Oracle being chrono boosted. Alright, so he's gonna spend the Oracle's energy to clean up this this harassment, which is a good idea. Better be safe than sorry, you know. He's already killed a lot of drones on the other side of the map, so yeah, FGIM Teuton is only on 10 drones right now. He's not even building more, he's just building lings. So all Jetrix has to do right now is wall up and be safe against lings. And should be an easy win for him, because he's up to 38 probes against 13 drones. Fig has not even started his third hatchery yet. He's trying to drone now, though. And there's no AA, just 2 queens. He's probably going to be able to get like all of these drones if he focuses them down. Yeah, they're like one-shotting these drones, man. That's pretty sick. Fig is now down to 10 drones. Oh man, total of 4 oracles going around the map, or going around his base. He does have 4 queens though, so he should be careful with those oracles. Don't want to lose them for nothing. Instead of all these lings, if he had made those all drones and threw down a couple spores, he might have been able to come back. That would have been his best chance, but at this point, I don't see any hope for Fig. Getting even more drones, keeping him down to single-digit drones, you know. Rub salt in the wound. Jetrix going up to his getting his third Nexus and a double Robo right here at the front of his third. He finally killed one of those oracles. Alright, he's got a whole bunch of Phoenixes just to make his life even more miserable in this game. He's gonna lose 1 Phoenix, I think. Nope, not even that. And he has this many Phoenix, you can just pick up all these queens because they can't even transfuse. And Fig is just gonna GG. Alright, so we're gonna wait on Fig to pick a map. Alright, so this is a best of 3, so if Jetrix wins one more game, he'll advance into the quarterfinals. Now this is where 3 monitors would actually be good, because I could have the stream up on one to make sure I don't derp the overlay, which I'm not even using right now anyway, and then I could have the other one for the bracket. That would be awesome. Alright, game number 2, Jetrix leads 1-0. And we have the red Zerg spawning in the bottom left. His name is Fig I Am Tootin'. And in the top right, we have the blue Protoss currently up 1 point on match point. His name is Jetrix. What's up, Twisted Texas, Sunlily in the chat? What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by the stream and checking the stream out. Okay, straight double gate right off the bat. Not even walling. Wow, 3 gates, no gas. This seems like if he gets like a late gas and only mines 50, and for the warp gate, this would seem like a 5 or 6 gate zealot all in. But he's not getting gas at all. He's just making zealots. I guess he's just gonna slow walk them across the biggest map in the map pool. 'Cause why not? Who needs gas? Who needs tech? Oh! Oh, he was gonna recall! Unfortunately, oh, that would have been cool. Maybe he could still do it. 5 drones isn't enough to kill that Nexus, dude. If you want to do that, you gotta commit. You gotta commit with all the drones. Kill it real fast, or make him cancel it, and then come back to drone. I mean, they're trying. Okay, with these Zerglings, you know, maybe I was wrong. He had Zerglings on the way, so he'll be able to cancel this. Or get a cancel on that. Spinecrawler already being morphed in. He can smell the cheese from here. And where are the Zealots? Okay, they're sitting there in this neural line. So he's gonna throw down a Nexus. Still no gas though. Dude, Fig is not letting anything slide by him. Wait. Oh, okay. Here we go. So he's still gonna try the same thing. He's just he faked him out with the natural. Fig probably thinks this is gonna go into like a normal game. Zealots are pretty fucking deadly early game versus Urg. But it's starting to not be so early game though. So we'll have to see how this goes. There's no Roach Warren. If he gets into the main, he'll see that there's no gas, and that might tip him off that something's still going on. I mean, yeah, he gets the full scout off, so he knows that there's no tech at all, no gas. Just a whole bunch of zealots. There's a whole bunch of zealots chasing around Zerglings, man. And the Nexus is completed now, so at this point I would just recall the Zealots and then use your probes. There he goes, he's going to recall a whole bunch of Zealots. Let's see, there's nothing, the Spinecrawler's in the main base, there's nothing Wow, Fig has been droning so hard. 34 drones and there's no units. No answer for these zealots. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever seen this before, because I just heard about it. I've never actually seen it either. But apparently it's something that's been going on here. Oh, at first I thought that was an ultra coming out. I was like, what? Okay, the roaches are starting to pop out now. Roaches are pretty good against zealots. He needs to get that gas. Okay, he's getting gas now. As I was going to say, he could probably kill this natural, but he probably won't be able to end the game since roaches are popping out now. The hatchery does go down, okay. But luckily for Fig, he has been droning super hard, so he does have 34 drones. If he can just... if he can just rebuild that hatchery, I would just double hatch right now, dude. You got the money for it. Double hatch. You got the money and the drones to like instantly saturate both of them. That's your best chance to come back in this game, I think. Well, I mean, just wait a minute, because these roaches might be able to do some damage here. Got a stalker out, so he can... Wait. Oh. He can micro that. Wow, lots of roaches here. It's going to take a... No, don't lose that stalker. Oh, if he loses that pylon, these shield batteries won't do anything. Instantly makes another pylon. You just need to kite the roaches, man. That's all you got to do. Fig did make a whole lot of drones, like I said before, so he is streaming more and more lings across the map now. He wants to try and end this game. He could possibly end it. Jetrix is struggling to get units out right now because of the pylons keep going down. But he does finally pull probes, and now Fig only has a handful of lings. Alright, this game is pretty crazy. This game is like 8 times crazier than it needed to be. Somehow Jetrix still has this Nexus on the other side of the map. And he's like mining from it now. I don't think Fig is going to be able to get anything done with these lings. There's way too much stuff here now. Still no third from him, but he is throwing down a Hydralisk den. He has no idea that the Nexus is right there, man. But you saw him recall those Zealots when he had those lings in his base. Wow, he just recalled everything over to this Nexus. Does he have Warp Gate yet? Yes, he does. So he can needs to drop a pylon right there. He can have ultra fast warp-ins right there. Drop a pylon. You know what? I don't even think he needs a pylon though, because Fig just does not have enough to deal with this. He's trying to build more lings. Wow! Nice micro out of Jetrix. These lings are pretty dangerous though. Those stalkers are really low health, so he is probably going to end up losing all of this. Or not. Just kidding. Spinecrawlers are up now, so he should be totally fine. I wonder if he gets the picture that there's a Nexus. Oh, okay. He has the Overlords here now, so he sees them. Yeah, it wasn't a BM Nexus. It was a... It's just a weird, crazy cheese strat that is actually quite viable. It's like super cheesy and... Yeah, if it's unscouted, it's very hard to defend. All right, so now this game has finally started to normalize at 10 minutes. You know, sometimes you get both players maxed out by 10 minutes. Other times you've got, you know, games just now starting to normalize. Alright, so Jetrix has gone for that double Stargate again. He's up to 4 Phoenixes now. Phoenixes are really good in this matchup. Especially if Zerg is unprepared. He does have Hydras and Spores in every mineral line, so he does look prepared, but these Overlords, juicy Overlords out in the open. Okay, he looks actually quite prepared for this. 4 Queens, a bunch of Hydras, transfuses the Overlords. Jetrix only gets 1 Overlord, so not bad. I'm gonna come in here and get all these drones. The Spore is there, but you need more than just 1 Spore. The Phoenix took a lot of damage, but did not go down. He didn't lose a single Phoenix and all that, so you definitely need like Queens in support of the Spores to really deter any Phoenix. Phoenixes, Phoenixi, Phoeni? I don't know. He's gonna probably kill all these Overlords, because like I said, 1 Spore does not scare away a bunch of Phoenix. Especially if you move the Overlords away from it. Hydras move in to try and defend, but Fig is not able to mine from this hatchery at all. Every time he starts to drone it, Phoenixes swipe in to take them all out. Meanwhile, back home, Jetrix is just playing a standard macro game. He is up to 69 probes, giggity, and getting his upgrades. He has a Templar Archives as well, probably just for Archons. So let's see, Fig might actually want to try and do some damage here, but the Hydras are getting picked off as they are a little out of position. Just picking up the tail end of those Hydras. Careful. Probably will get a denial on this maybe, or not. Jetrix is swift to move in to try and defend that. And Jetrix has now doubled the supply of Fig, more than that, I think. At this point, he can just attack, move across the map. He can pick up all these queens. 24 army supply to 100. And Fig will GG. So Jetrix moves on to the quarterfinals. Let's take a look at the bracket real quick. Alright, so let's see, we've got Starkiller versus Barbarossa in the first set of the quarterfinals. Kingslayer versus Kuna Matata in the second set of the quarterfinals. Eno and Ravage have both moved on to the quarterfinals, but they're in separate brackets, so they don't play each other. They're just waiting on other players. Oh, okay, so we've got Jetrix versus Ravage in the bottom half. I mean, in the very bottom quarterfinals. And as we wait to get an invite, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Alright, we got a match, Kingslayer versus Kuna Matata. So a TVP. It's a best of 3 in the quarterfinals. Winner of this will move on to the semis to play the winner of Starkiller versus Barbarossa. Alrighty. So getting into this first semifinals match between a Terran and a Protoss. Spawning in the bottom right, the pink Protoss. His name is Kingslayer. And in the top left, the red Terran, his name is Kuna Matata. Interesting. I've never actually seen this against a Terran in a Protoss versus Terran. I see it all the time against Zerg. Spawning at the bottom here. Kuna Matata going for a gas first, so probably going for a quicker factory. Looks like he's also going to be saving up for a expansion after his barracks is finished. Kingslayer sending out a probe to scout his opponent. Throwing down a Nexus back home. Cybercore going up. Kingslayer going up to double gas as well. There's the factory for Kuna. and a reactor on the barracks. Reaper's out now, going to be making its way across the map. Kingslayer is going to Chrono Boost an Adept because he knows that this Reaper is on the way. If he gets one hit and then shades towards it, I think he can end up getting it. But yeah, Kuna's not even going to risk going in there. He wants to wait to see, wait for something that he can scout. Which, if he went in right now, he would see that Stargate. But some Protoss players like to delay their attack a little bit until they kill that Reaper, just to deny the scouting. So back home, we've got the factory swapped onto that reactor, going for double Hellion production. Yep, Kuna Matata being very careful not to lose that Reaper. And is he going to see this probe kind of hiding over here? He is going to see it, I think. Oops. Yeah, he definitely saw it. Hold on, I'm trying to figure something out here. Okay. Because if you switch to someone's vision, it'll like jump the camera to their camera. But if you hold C before you do it, then it won't. It's kind of annoying when the camera jumps around. You just want to see if something shows up on their screen. But anyway, the Reaper is out. I mean, the 4 Hellions are out now with the Reaper. There are 3 Adepts here. Oh, but nice. There's some splash damage on the Adepts. They were in a kind of a bad position. Does end up killing 2 of those Adepts, and there's 1 left over, but it's almost dead. Down it goes. He does do a full wall off with this pylon and moves in with 2 Oracles, so he will kill off all of this stuff. Actually, okay. But he does reveal the Stargate tech and uses like a whole bunch of energy on those Oracles just to do that. Because it costs 25 energy just to pop that ability, which I forget what it's called. And then it starts to drain. And then I guess he just deactivates it so it starts regenerating. But still, it's quite a bit of energy that you have to spend on defense. He's not even going to try and go into the mineral line. He just figures there's probably already anti-air, but there was a brief moment where he had no anti-air. His Marines were all on 1 mineral line, I think, and there was no turret. Okay, he's got a fair amount of Stalkers here with 3 Oracles. Once those Marines start firing at the Stalkers, he can pop the ability on the Oracles. Oh, loses 1 Oracle oh, loses 2 Oracles without doing any damage, but does lose a lot of Marines for that. And now these Stalkers can just okay, I don't know why, but the smoke detector is going off. I'm not even cooking anything, so that's strange. But sorry about that. Looks like it went back off. It's really weird. Okay. But yeah, these Stalkers are doing a lot of damage. Stim's finally finished, so he will be able to kind of push these Stalkers back a little bit. But he's losing a lot of Stalkers, I mean of SCVs to do that. And he's now just down to 4 Marines, sorry, and 2 medevacs. Looks like about 5 more about to pop out, so he should be able to save this command center, I think. But not all his Marines, half of his Marines didn't want to go. They were just like, nah, I'm cool over here, I want to survive. This is not looking good. Kuna Matata is losing a whole lot of SCVs. A total of 15 SCVs have gone down. This might be the tipping point here. There's only 3 Marines against 6 Stalkers. There's that 1 Widowmine though. Ooh, gets a very nice hit. There's no blink yet for Kingslayer, I don't think. So Kingslayer is up to 58 probes. He's been macroing really hard. He's got his third Nexus up. So there is no blink yet for Kingslayer. He is researching it though. It's about halfway finished, wherever that Twilight is, right there. And it looks like a nice little Widow Mine drop here from Kuna Matata. There's nothing at the third, so he could potentially get a whole bunch of probes if it's not noticed by... Come on, Kuna, you can see all those juicy probes. There's no pull, it's a little bit late. Okay, not bad. He loses 3. He only loses 3 probes. So, pretty good reaction timing there out of Kingslayer. Wait. What? This is game 1. I don't know why it said 1-0. The score is 0-0. Sorry about that. Wow, okay, Kuna Matata is just going to pull everything because he realizes he's way too far behind. I mean, this could work. You know? Kingslayer's army supply is looking pretty slim here. 42 to 47. If he decides to fight this without any probes, he could end up losing this for sure. He does have Blink now. Force fields would be nice. Okay, gets back into his base. So Kingslayer basically just has to hold this, which is looking quite good. All the Stalkers are dying. I mean, all the SCVs are dying, and now he just has a handful of Marines that are being stimmed to death. And I think that's GG. Kuna Matata down to 10 SCVs. Alright. Kuna GG's, and Kingslayer takes game 1. Take a quick look at the bracket, see if there's any... Okay, Starkiller has 2-0'd Barbarossa and is now in the semifinals. Skizyup is in the quarterfinals, playing against Eno, and Jetrix is playing against Ravage. Okay, so we're just waiting on Kuna Matata to pick map number 2. Kingslayer leads 1-0. Alright, getting into this game number 2 in this best of 3. Spawning in the top right hand corner we have the red Terran, his name is Kuna Matata. And spawning in the bottom left we have the pink Protoss, currently on match point, his name is Kingslayer. By the way, guys, we do have GSL right after this. It's going to be on at midnight Eastern Time. In about... It's actually not going to be right after this. It's going to be in a few hours after this, I suppose, unless we have, like, a ridiculous amount of really long games from here on out. But yeah, it's in about 6 hours and 15 minutes. So, you know. Definitely got wrecked by the bot. Sorry. I don't know what you were trying to say, but if you can get a mod to post it. Kuna Matata is going for, he went for a gas first. Looks like probably doing the same build as the last game, as is Kingslayer. 1 gate expand, gas first, Reaper expand. Pretty standard stuff. Oh yeah, $90 so far on that match Reno. Big thank you to all the contributors. Even if you just use the code, that is super helpful. Thank you very much. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, we are doing the Kings event next Saturday. It's going to last like all freaking day. We're going to do 36 games of the very top 12 players in Psionic Aftermath. Each win will be about $6, $6 or $7. We don't know yet. We're still waiting on you know, the match arena codes to fill out, and so next Saturday starting at noon Eastern. Should last like all day. Could last up to like 12 hours. Probably going to last around 9 hours or so. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But be sure to tune into that if you are free at any point on Saturday. Should be pretty fun. Okay, Kingslayer going up to his Twilight Council off of only one base. I mean, one gateway, sorry. And it looks like Kinematana has opted to go for a Cyclone this time. I wonder if he got spooked by something. Cyclones are usually meant for as a defensive unit this early in the game, but they can be used as offensive. Usually considered kind of cheesy, not really something you see when a player goes for a fast expand like this. So Kingslayer sees the Cyclone, instantly drops 2 shield batteries. But I don't think he's going for a timing or anything or a big rush, because he's going for that stim upgrade. Yeah, it looks like he just made 2 defensive Cyclones. Maybe something spooked him, like he thought something was coming. Maybe some gateway harass or something. Who knows? Anyway, he's getting, looks like he's going for that heavy marine bio play like he did last game. Kumatada is going to send out these units across the map. Shouldn't end up doing anything, but we'll be able to poke around, get a little bit of scouting done. It looks like he wants to see if there's a third nexus, or maybe not, I don't know. He's going to run up right up this ramp and get hit by these stalkers, probably turn around. Back home for Kunamatana, getting his +1, getting his reactor starport as well. And then for Kingslayer, we have an Observer coming out. He's getting his charge upgrade, which is very popular in this matchup. His third Nexus is halfway done. No third command center yet for Kuna Matata. Right now, just getting a crap ton of Marines and those double medevacs. Hey, what's up, Manipulation? Glad you put on that PsiX tag. Very cool. And you know, if you want to, you can. I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually just change the capitalizations of the different letters as well. So Kingslayer kind of poking around, and Kuna Matata is getting up to that nice sized amount of Marines. Yeah, Kuna Matata is like GM level. He's currently M1. Oh, he gets that combat shields. That would be, yeah, he does get that. But he does lose a lot of stalkers for it, though. Trying to rebuild that third CC. I think he probably canceled it because he could have been killed off really easily since it just started. So Kuna Matata has a really nice sized army now. He's going to go across the map and see if he can do any damage. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the combat shields because it did get sniped. Ooh, baits out a stim. That's quite good for Kingslayer. Is he going to go straight up this ramp? Okay, he's going to go straight for the natural. There's a lot of charge lots here, though. Sees the Widow Mine and actually turns the charge lots around. Those can be really deadly, really good against charge lots. It looks like Kingslayer will end up cleaning up. Unfortunately, Kuna Matata didn't have those combat shields. Might have been able to do something there. Third command center is now finished, and Kuna Matata is starting his +2 attack for his bio. +2 upgrades. And no tier 3 tech coming from Kingslayer just yet. No signs of a tier 3 tech. That is a tongue twister. See, both players are moving out across the map on opposite sides, so there could be some kind of base trade potential here. Oh, this Warp Prism is going to fly right over the bio. He sees the bio, but he did turn the Warp Prism back. Alright, so he forces a lift on this command center and then recalls the army. Not bad. Oh, loses 1 sentry. Okay. Not gonna chase those. Alright. Just save those for later. Do a zealot run by. Oh, he scans, but he misses the observer. It's actually up here. Common spot for the observer right here, in case you're wondering. Because it can see the third, it can see the move out of the army. And it's kind of out of the way, so it doesn't get noticed by the enemy. Looks like we got a zealot run by up at this third, and then he's gonna be sending in the other zealot run by at the natural, I think. Meanwhile, his oh, he's going for a doom drop straight into the main. Why not? Don't normally see this in TVP. More common in TVT, but hey, it could work. Doom drops are good. There are no charge lots here because they're all on the other side of the base. I mean, other side of the map, doing a lot of damage. 16 SCVs going down across the map. So we are in a base trade of sorts. Whoa! Those! Oh my God! Those Widow Mines did so much damage to Kuna Matata's own Marines. I think he was probably looking back home, trying to deal with these charge lots. And wow, he got the medevac full of Marines got sniped. Wow, there's 4 medevacs that are completely empty, and there's 1 that's full, and of course the one that's full gets sniped. So I would have to say Kingslayer definitely came out on top in this trade here. Didn't really lose any eco. Meanwhile, doing a whole lot of SCV harass, killing off a lot of SCVs. Gonna throw down his 4th base. And let's look at the army supply. It's actually pretty even right now, so Kingslayer is marching across the map, but I don't know if he will be able to kind of end the game here because of the army supply is so even. But we'll see. He might be able to. Maybe he can. Oh man, no micro on the bio. He actually takes all of that Widow Mine damage. I think this might be GG right here. Alright, so Kingslayer 2-0ing Kuna Matata, and he will be moving into the semis now to play against Starkiller. So that should be a good game. Oh, actually, yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna cast both semifinals. Me and Xenodactyl together. He's currently casting on the other channel right now. I don't know what game he's casting, but it says he's in menus, but it has the little red in-game logo, so who knows. His stream looks like it's playing the pre-roll, but he's known to leave that pre-roll video playing while casting. I don't know, he does weird things sometimes. I don't know if he does that on purpose, or you never know with Xeno. I believe Starkiller and Kingslayer are doing vetoes. Alright, so it looks like we have a little bit of downtime. I'll just use this opportunity to play a little video. Let's see if I can find it.
We three farmers of Psionic.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Alright, so we're waiting on Xenodactyl to finish up casting the Jetrix versus Ravage match, and then he'll join us to cast Starkiller versus Kingslayer. So it might just be a moment. In the meantime, you can go over to that channel and check out that match. It's the twitch.tv/Psionic Aftermath 2, the numeral 2. That game just started. It's game 3. And on this stream, we'll be playing a short video, if you want to stick around for that, as soon as I get it ready. Sorry about the black screen, it's just a moment. Get this video playing. Here we go.
We three farmers of Psionic X, bearing XP we traversed afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, typing the ones to spam. Oh, ones of wonder, ones of might, ones with royal beauty bright, ever spamming, still ascending, guide us to thy perfect light. Born a zeal of PsiX's plan, gas I bring to warp him again, from forever ceasing, never over us all to reign. Oh, ones of wonder, ones of might, ones with royal beauty bright, ever spamming, still ascending, guide us to thy perfect light. Minerals to offer have I, incense stones and naganai, parents spamming, all farmers raising, follow the one to ladder high. Oh, ones of wonder, ones of might, ones with royal beauty bright, ever spamming, still ascending, guide us to thy perfect light. Bees are mine, a sweet perfume, but spam foretells imminent doom. Sorrow, sighing, bleeding, dying, sealed in the stone cold tomb. Oh, ones of wonder, ones of might, ones with royal beauty bright, ever spamming, still ascending, guide us to thy perfect light.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that. Yes, he, well, the lyrics were written by Nemesis, and then he sang it, obviously, because you just watched them do that. And I've got one more video for you. We're gonna be waiting on him to finish casting the other match, and then he's gonna join us to cast Starkiller vs Kingslayer. Got one more video to play here. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that. Oops, echo. Yeah.
Half a screen, half a screen, half a screen onward, all in the valley of death, ran the 200. Forward the Zerg Brigade! Charge for the gates, he said. Into the valley of death ran the 200.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Forward the Zerg Brigade!
Oops,
Was
okay.
there a queen dismayed? Not though the Ravager knew someone had blundered. There's not to make reply, there's not to reason why, there's but to do and die. Into the valley of death ran the 200. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, volleyed and thundered, erupted at with shot and shell. Boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. Ran the 200. Charge for the gates, he said. Into the valley flashed all their teeth bare, flashed as they turned in air, biling the pylons there, charging an army, while all Capulu wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Stalker and Immortal reeled from bile stroke. There's but shattered and die, and sundered into the valley of death. Then they ran back, 200. But not. Cannon to the right of them, 200. Cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them, volleyed and thundered, rupted at with shot and shell, while Roach and Zergling fell. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell, all that was left of them, left of 200.
Alright, I'm sorry. I don't know why it was playing like 3 different instances of it. Had some technical difficulties there. Oh well. But yeah, that's Xenodactyl. I'll link to his YouTube channel in the chat if you guys want to go follow him there. Subscribe, it's for free. You just get to see all the videos he puts out on his YouTube. So yeah, again, we are just waiting on the semifinals match. I'm waiting on Xenodactyl to come join me. He is currently casting Ravage versus Jetrix on the other channel. That's twitch.tv/Psionic Aftermath 2. The numeral 2. Psionic Aftermath 2. If you want to go check that out. As soon as that game is done, we're going to come back here and cast this. Alright, so since they tied up and had to play another game, we're just going to go ahead and start this, and then Xenodactyl will join me for game 2. So this is game 1 of the first game 1 of a best of 3 in the first semifinal. In the top right hand corner we have the pink Protoss. Oh wait, let me see. Okay, yeah, they're gonna restart and put it on the eastern server. Sorry about that. We are setting up the lobby right now, so we should be into the next game very shortly. Wait. Oh, okay. Alright. So, getting into this first game, best of 3 in the first semifinals. Bottom left-hand corner, we have the teal Zerg. His name is Starkiller. And spawning in the top right, we have the pink Protoss. His name is Kingslayer. One guy likes to kill stars, the other guy likes to slay kings. So, we'll see who's the better StarCraft player, I guess. Kingslayer going for that wall in down at the bottom, at the natural. Ooh, Starkiller going for a very fast pool. Hey, what's up, Kespada? Thank you for stopping by, man. This looks like a pool into hatchery. I think he's probably going to throw down his hatchery, not just like Ling cheese. That would be pretty risky to do. Yeah, he is trying to throw down his hatchery, but it looks like he's... Whoa! Dude, that drone just did like a little wall ride. That was pretty cool. Anyway. Yeah, he's just going to throw down his hatchery at the third location. Since he went for a pool first, lots of Zergs like to get that fast third hatchery immediately after. So, since he did that, he can just go ahead and take that third first and then take his third at the natural. Back home from Kingslayer, we've got 2 gateways and a cyber core. No signs of an expansion just yet. What's going on, Daunted and John Goodman? Yeah, Kes, how come I didn't see your name in the bracket? Kingslayer is just now starting to realize what's going on. He's getting a probe into the main base. Sees both hatcheries, both expansions, sorry. Gets a pretty good scout off of the main base, but I don't think he was able to see if anything had been thrown down over here. Probe probably died a little too soon. But he is going to be throwing down his own Nexus and going up to 2 gases. And sending 2 Adepts and 2 Zealots across the map. Oh, nice. Actually, the Zealots are occupied over here with the the Zerglings are occupied over here with the Zealots, while the Adepts move in. Oh, but he already has Zerglings at home as well with the Queen. I don't think these adepts are going to do too much of anything. That one does not get away. It goes down, and this zealot over here does some more work on the Zerglings, but overall not losing too much, does Starkiller. Both players have killed one worker each exactly, and that Overlord is not being sneaky at all. Two adepts here at the wall going to be able to deal with these Zerglings just fine. Overlord getting into the main base, sees the Stargate and the Twilight Council. Starkiller kind of just droning up. He has a nice size amount of Zerglings that could deny a third if there was one from Kingslayer, but there isn't. So in the background, Starkiller is just kind of droning up right now. Just spreading that creep. See what Kingslayer doing. Throwing down 2 more gateways, and his robo's almost finished, along with the Templar Archive. So it looks like he's not going to go with that Stargate tech. Really? I mean, he just went with one Phoenix to try and clean up Overlords, especially since it got scouted by the Overlord. Then that is a smart decision to just go into something else right off the bat. And interesting how Starkiller didn't even build any spores or anything, so kind of called the bluff there that he wasn't going to really be making a lot of air units. Starkiller kind of just droning up, getting his third, fully saturated now. Kingslayer trying to secure his third base. Just a handful of Zerglings here. Should be able to fend that off. Oh! Oh! Almost gets the probe, but a bit of a misclick there. Kind of running away before he's going to try and go for it. No, can't. He's still trying, but that probe is back home now. Ooh, he's actually going to be throwing down a whole bunch of gateways. Might be going for like a all in here? No, just standard more gateways. It'd be a little bit late to hit with a 2-base all in at this point in the game. So he is going to throw down that third base. Oh, there. Okay, I was gonna say, where are the Archons? Okay, he is doing some Archon harass over here in the main. Yeah, no drone kills or anything like that. Nothing serious just yet. Handful of roaches coming over here to the third base, and he does only have a couple zealots, which aren't very good against roaches. But it does get scouted by this Phoenix on patrol, and there's even more roaches that are passing right underneath this observer. So Kingslayer is fully aware now of what's coming for him. It's a crap load of roaches. Charge is finished, and he does have those 2 Archons in the warp prison. Needs to juggle those. Ooh, snipes 1 Archon. Charge slots are actually doing pretty well against the roaches, but he loses both Archons now. There's only 4 roaches hitting this Nexus. He'll probably be able to save that if he can defend this, but even more roaches are joining the fight, so this is not looking good. Kingslayer's army supply is down to like 20 to 98. Starkiller, wow, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. I think Kingslayer just dies here. He's gonna have to do some pretty sick drop micro with this, and GG. Yeah, so yeah, Starkiller had just had way too much stuff because he kept denying that third for forever. And Kingslayer, yeah, just didn't have enough stuff. Pretty simple game there. Okay, hello person. Okay, so we're going to be waiting on game number 2, so Kingslayer will get his map pick, and then Xenodactyl will join in. Yo! You there?
Hi.
What's up? So, who has won over on your side of what you were casting?
Yeah, Jet won the best of 3 in the end.
Okay.
2-1 over Ravage. And then, looks like he'll go on to play Hino.
Cool. Alright, so we've got Starkiller versus Kingslayer about to start game number 2, and then we've got Eno versus Jeteric starting their series. Or actually, they're going to wait, right?
I believe so.
Okay, did you talk to them about that, or should we tell them?
I think they know.
Okay.
They should know. I can, Okay. If they're paying attention, they should know. Yeah, Jet is not playing a game or anything, so
Okay.
I think.
Looks like we've got a song request from Baxter for you.
Oh gosh. What song request is this? I can't see the chat right now, my.
I don't know. He didn't actually name one, but just
He did
wants
not
you to
need
sing.
one. He just wants me to sing. Oh my. That's awfully specific.
Maybe you can sing the introductions.
I don't know if I can sing the introductions. I don't know. Like, what do I even set that to? Okay, well,
Go for
why
it.
don't you introduce one of them first, and then I'll maybe that'll buy me time.
Alright. In the top right hand corner, we have the Teal Zerg, currently up 1 point in this best of 3. His name is Starkiller.
And in the... No, can't do it.
Hey, that's alright, man. Thanks for trying.
Oh, man. Okay. In the bottom left, the curious wall, it is the pink Protoss, Kingslayer. Zest fan.
Oh yeah, huge fan of Zest.
I can't maintain any composition, like mental composition, to do something like that unless it's practiced.
Well, I feel you. It's not something that you just come up with on the spot.
Right. Like, it's the same reason why I don't rap.
Yeah, I'm terrible at like freestyling.
Or do improv. Like, this is the closest I come to improv, is casting.
Yeah, same here. Alright, so Kingslayer did block that hatchery from going down in the natural, but Starkiller is just going to do the same thing he did last game, which is go for that third at the, or take his natural, take his second base at the third location.
Okay. How did the first game play out?
Starkiller was denying Kingslayers from taking a third for so long that eventually he just had way too much stuff and walked across the map with roaches.
Of course it was roaches.
An army, a gigantic army of roaches. It was glorious.
This wall is here, but the Zealot is a moment late, and there's 3 lings inside his base as a result. So, free scouting information. A little bit of harass. Nothing too critical, but definitely a solid annoyance. Oh, this is a pair of probes.
Total of 3 probes have gone down so far. Maybe a 4th goes down as well. So yeah, not bad. Wasn't that just like 3 lings or something?
Yeah. So Adept's not quite doing its job, and extra probe or 2 falls. Oh well. Phoenix is fired up and should deal with this Overlord once it is out and able. So yeah, I guess Kingslayer just opted to put the pylon in the wall so he can complete his wall faster, and I think against a player like Starkiller that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if he does this every week.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense, because pretty perfect wall there now that the Zealot is there. So Kingslayer stopped his Phoenix production after only 1 Phoenix last game. This time he's going for a 2nd one, but it does get scouted by this Overlord. Kingslayer's going to come back with his Phoenix to deal with that. Had a couple Zerglings poke here at the front wall. Not going to be able to do too much though. Again, yes, just like last game, Starkiller being very active on the map with a handful of Zerglings the entire time, just gathering information, trying to deny a possible 3rd if Kingslayer attempts to do that. Oracle is out now. It's making its way across the map, but there is a Spore here and a Queen. Takes a little bit of damage on that Oracle, but does turn around.
So it looks like we're gonna see an Archon drop. Just 4 gateways for now. So probably gonna aim to take a 3rd behind this drop. Oh well, yeah, there's the Templar Archives.
Yeah, if he can distract Starkiller for long enough with an Archon drop to take his 3rd, that would be one way. Because last game, he just wasn't able to get that 3rd down. He did try some Archon harass, but still was not able to get that 3rd down. So we'll see what he does differently this time.
A bit of Ling probe dance here at the front, gonna pick up the probe with a prism and escort it past the Lings as the Oracle finishes them off.
Alright, so he does get that 3rd Nexus down. And yeah, Starkiller looking like he's doing the same exact thing as last game. Very solid play. Solid macro game. He's going to have a crap ton of roaches here shortly.
Archons have morphed and are going to look to hit the main, I want to say, from their positioning. Oh, gonna pick off some roaches at the 3rd first, and then go to the main. Nice Overlord clump. I'm gonna get some shots off.
Man, that's a pretty sick skin on the Orcon. Is that from?
Yeah.
Is that from the current war chest?
Yeah.
Wow. So that means I probably have it too. Just didn't notice.
Starting to take a little bit of
full
damage on that War Prism, but he gets the Queen all the same. And
he does get that Queen. And yeah, if I were him, I would let the Archon... Oh, he loses 1 Archon, okay. Pretty good pick off for Starkiller.
So, like, 2 Archons is not double damage, or double... Yeah, like, it does not equate to double, because this removes the micro potential, in that you can always pick up the forward Archon while the second Archon is still...
Yeah.
So... Like, this can still be annoying, for sure, but it cannot be nearly as annoying. So these roaches are going to move out, since that threat can be mostly dealt with.
Kingslayer is looking a lot better than he was last game at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have any immortals. He was pretty much on pure charge a lot and adepts.
Yeah, he has double robo production now as well. So I think this is a healthy position for our Pink Protoss.
Yeah, definitely. I would say. Hey, we got 100. We've got 100 bits coming in from Kaino. Thank you very much, man. He sends 2 hearts. Well, we send those hearts right back at you.
Revelation goes down at the cost of the Oracle, unfortunately.
Ooh, looks like Kingslayer wants to go for a big attack here. He's positioned his army right outside Starkiller's third. And oh, okay, Lurkers. Lurkers are good if they can get in morphed in time.
He has some Zealots on the right-hand side as well, so that will probably look to get a counterattack in on the third as he pushes the fourth.
Yeah.
Or a counter, what am I talking about?
A Zealot run by at the third? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Oh, the Lurkers are out of position because there's a Warpin in the main, and the main army is going straight for this fourth base. The Lurkers are going to get down, but they're kind of far away. He could still fight outside of the range of the Lurkers. Meanwhile, the Zealot run by is at the third, killing queens and drones. But it looks like the main army from Kingslayer is going to get cleaned up here, or defended for now. He's going to have to run away. More Zealots in the main base as well, but there's Lurkers there.
Go down to the natural because of those Lurkers.
Yeah. Starkiller's actually doing quite well dealing with all this.
Yeah.
I would have GG'd by now. I would have GG'd a long time ago, actually.
He actually only lost 8 drones in all of that. Or at the end of the day, I should say.
Wow.
So now he has Lurkers that can move across the map. Kingslayer may be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, he's gonna go for the counterattack as he realizes the Lurkers are on his side of the map. I don't know how he's gonna defend this though. One immortal instantly falling. He doesn't have detection here either. With the Overseer and Hydras, he's gonna have a hard time spotting those Lurkers on his ramp. Meanwhile, he does get the fourth of Starkiller, but that's not the same as having Lurkers on your natural and third.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it looks like Starkiller is just going to have way more stuff. And not to mention, he's already cleaning up the army at his own base, while also in all 3 of Kingslayer's bases at the same time. I think this is GG, yep. So Starkiller has advanced on to the finals.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Kingslayer, but not too surprising, I want to say. Like I feel like it was a little bit of a tall order. They're both Grandmasters, of course, but anyway.
Alright, so we are ready to get into Jeterix versus Eno for the second semifinals. I've already messaged them. It looks like Jeterix might be away for a moment. But we'll be getting into that game next. I'm just going to take this moment to take care of something real quick. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Looks like we've got both players in a party. I'm going to suggest that they invite you. Actually, I'm the leader, so I'll just invite you.
Nah.
What's up, Miguel? Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing good, man. How are you?
What? I just found the photo that Sunlight posted in the members chat. Photos of Snoopy being a gangster.
Snoopy Dog.
Yeah. Where did Eno go?
He just went to look at the maps so they could do vetoes.
Ah, gotcha.
So yeah, we do get to see our French player Hino play tonight. It is very late for him. It's 12:38. Alright, we're getting vetoes underway now. Should just be another minute. Alright, looks like our first map is going to be Acid Plant. And since Eno is from France, I'm going to assume he wants Eastern server.
That sounds like a good assumption.
Alright, so just waiting on the players to ready up. Alright, game number 1 of the second semifinals match. The winner of this will get to play Starkiller in the grand finals and be in the money. Let me just take a look at the match, Reno. Looks like we are up to $90.50, so that means that the payouts will be... The winner of this match will guarantee themselves at least $22.63. And the winner of the entire tournament gets $67.88.
Alrighty. Well, in the bottom right, as the blue Zerg from France, it is Hino.
And spawning in the top left as the red Protoss, we have Jeterix. Jeterix walling up here at the bottom, at the natural. And
Yeah, so it's probe out and should just scout the hatch and turn around.
yep, see that it's a hatch first.
All the information he needs, I suppose. Well, gonna run in and double check timings.
Throws down his Nexus after the gateway.
That's standard.
We've got Miguel in the chat rooting for Hino, obviously.
Not a whole lot of surprise there.
Yeah.
What's this? Miguel is rooting for the French player?
We got Metabolic Boost on the way. Jeterix gonna be Chrono Boosting an Adept out.
And here goes the Stargate. So, should be a relatively standard opener. I imagine he'll follow this up with probably something similar to what Kingslayer was doing, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Third hatchery is now down for Eno. Adept comes in, it's only one this time. Does shade into the main. Probably gonna finish that just to save the Adept. Oh, nice denial of that drone kill. Hasn't lost a single drone. And does... Wow, the Adept gets away.
Wow, just
Nope,
kidding.
never mind. Whoa, did you see that? That Adept... I don't know what graphic setting you're using, but it's like an explosion. It's like a fiery explosion. I wonder if that's like skin specific?
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Oracle is out, and there's a lot of lings here that Oracle may... Just kidding.
Yeah, he's actually totally fine against those links, so
Yeah, he
probably
has
doesn't want to
enough
waste the
items.
Oracle.
Yeah.
But back home, Eno does have his spores up already in both mineral lines. Oh man, that Oracle, okay, gets away. But does get 3 drones, so pretty good so far.
That's
Doesn't lose the
respectable.
Oracle. Yeah, it's just free 3 drone kills.
Really getting those adepts up. So we're actually going to see a Glaive's timing, and behind that he'll look to take his third.
Oh, okay. He cancels the spore and then remakes it, saves it. Wow. Eno not letting Jetrix get really anything.
Oh, the lings.
How did they
Just not
do that? They
quite.
squeezed right past.
Well, Adept was half a hex in the back.
Wow.
From where it was supposed to be.
Wow.
So,
So 3 probes going down so far. Might possibly get more. Those.
you know,
that should
the
be it.
really important thing about all this is that Hino got full scouting information, so there's
Yeah.
no surprises left. This isn't exactly the most unorthodox strat, so like even without the scouting information,
Yeah. Yeah, they've
It's
probably
not
both
that
seen
surprising.
this 100 times
Yeah.
on the ladder. Pretty standard stuff coming
Exactly.
out of both players.
but it's still scouting information is valuable.
Yeah.
Gonna try and intercept some probes as they run over to the third. They
Yeah.
do in fact get all 3 probes.
Yeah, not bad. 54 drones to 46 probes at the moment. Orling's coming into the third, trying to see if they can pick off more probes, but back home for Eno, he does have his roach worn up and is getting that speed for his roaches, along with +1 attack range, range attack, and carapace. Oh wow, Jetrix going for a huge adept push here. And actually, Eno doesn't have a whole lot of stuff ready for this. Roaches are starting to pop out though.
Lend its pulsar beam, but it does get picked off by the queen eventually. But there's still so many adepts here.
Yeah, these adepts are doing so much damage. Roaches are starting to pop out, but yeah, lots of drones being lost here. Looks like it'll finally get cleaned up. Total of 13 drones go down.
You know, 13, I feel like that's bad, but it could have been a lot worse. Like, I've seen adepts, like, kill 20 drones, and now suddenly the Protoss should not lose. They can lose, but they should not lose.
Yep.
And with this sizable roach force, we're gonna need to see some nice force fields. Those are not exactly what I meant.
They're not perfect, but they're okay. But he just doesn't have a lot of stuff here right now.
Well, he had like 2 or 3 force fields on top of each other, and had he clipped the entire ramp, then he could have fought half the army first.
Right. You're right. Yeah, with 3 force fields, I think you can block off that entire ramp.
But now he loses both his robos and really has no answer for this massive roach force. Like, in theory, he can get a void ray, and he is doing that. But I mean, the void ray is not exactly cutting it.
Yeah, there's even if one void ray, it's gonna take a while to kill all these roaches, you know. So it could still do a lot of damage before they all end up going down. But anyway, it's 18 army supply to 64, and that army is all up in his base. So if he can,
he's probably gonna lose all his pylons momentarily, and will with that lose all production.
Thank you for the follow, PsiX. But yeah, I think this is probably the end of the game here. A total of 60 probes going down. This is unrecoverable.
Well played by, to just go for that counterattack. Like, he knew the Gladeps were coming, and his roaches were slightly late, but slightly is fine.
And still only ended up losing 13 drones to all of those adepts. I mean, that was a gigantic ball of adepts that was shading in.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so the next map is going to be Blue Shift.
You know, I feel like either player is going to have their work cut out for them, should they, regardless of who advances, because, like...
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jetrix isn't bad, but he's I guess a younger GM in terms of how long he's been in GM, or how often he's GM. And then Hino is a Zerg, and Starkiller's ZVZ is through the roof at this point. Like, I think he's up at 70-something% win rate. So, tall order.
Yeah, for sure. I would say Hino probably does a little bit better against Starkiller than Jetrix does, just because they're not far off in MMR. I think there's only a couple hundred difference there currently. But yeah, let's get into this game. And spawning in the top right-hand corner on match point right now, the red Zerg, his name is Eno, hailing from France.
And to the bottom left, as the blue Protoss, it is the macro god, Jetrix.
Looks like Jetrix has sent an early probe here, wants to deny this hatchery for a little bit.
Oh, okay. So, slight delay on the hatch, but nothing to write home about.
Jetrix going to be throwing down his Nexus.
Oh, that was curious.
What?
Jetrix scouted for like a proxy hatch with his probe. I wonder why.
Well, I think I saw... I forget who it was, but... Oh, it was Kingslayer versus Ravage? Or no. Kingslayer versus some Zerg. He was denying the natural, and then instead he just went for the third to throw down his natural. So maybe that's what he thought Hino did. Hino did, sorry.
No, he didn't scout the Zerg's third. He scouted his own third.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's strange.
So maybe there's something about Blue Shift that he was more concerned with that possibility. Because I mean, it can happen on any map, but maps that don't have a ramp to the natural, like Blue Shift, conceivably that's stronger. Oh, he opened Stalker first, so maybe that's why. Perhaps he scouted for Proxy Hatch because he's not going to have that Stargate. Stalker is indicative of Twilight, and so I think this is going to be a DT drop coming out of Jetrix. He did that earlier. I forget which map, but.
Oh, doesn't end up getting that probe, so a total of 2 probes going down and only 2 Zerglings. What's this?
Not bad.
You know, dropping a Baneling nest in the back of his base and making 20 lings.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eno has seen the Stalker, and he says to himself, I don't think you're building a Stargate.
Yeah.
So he says, well, if you don't have an Oracle, then Banelings, right?
Yeah. He's actually, instead of that Stargate, he's gone for a Dark Shrine and a Robo.
Right.
So if he wants to try a DT drop, I guess?
Yeah. And the Stalker is going to fall. The shield battery is not complete yet, so this Adept will also fall. And Warp Gate is done, I suppose. Gonna chrono out that sentry, but it's too late. Banelings have reached the gates.
Oh
and,
man, yeah, Shrine was only halfway finished. There wasn't really anything Jetrix could have done against all those lings. So he's just gonna GG, and Eno will advance on to the finals to play Starkiller.
Okay. I see how Starkiller wants to be introed next game. Are you ready for some Lingbane Wars?
No. I love watching them, but I hate casting them.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah. You can't really say anything because everything's changing so rapidly.
That is the extent of the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Noises, just noises. Oh man. So Acid Plant and Cerulean are out. Those are probably the two larger maps. I mean, Parasite's pretty large too.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm a little confused here, but he actually picked Acid. I didn't see his first veto. But, okay, so we're going on...
Acid.
Yeah, he picked Acid.
Vetoed Lost it.
Yeah, I didn't see that lost veto for some reason.
Got it.
I'm blind, I guess. Oh well. Who needs eyesight? Anyway.
Huh, I wonder why Starkiller vetoed Lost and Found. Maybe he just doesn't have good match history on it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Who knows? Isn't ZVZ? I don't know. Alright, game number 1 of the grand finals. Both of these players have won themselves some money tonight.
And and both of them looking to win some more.
Yeah. Alright, spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg. Hailing from France, his name is Eno.
And to the bottom right, as the teal Zerg, it is Starkiller!
Looks like both players probably going for hatch first.
I see Miguel has his baguettes ready to...
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? Okay, hash gas pool for both players. Overlords flying, floating, roaring over to their scouting locations.
It would be cool if we had 360 cameras, like free range camera, as a spectator. It'd probably be hard to get used to, but...
Like, so you could look at the Overlord from the underside?
Yeah. See what all that gook looks like.
As they're viewing creep onto the third.
Yeah, you can get right underneath and like get the creep to fall right on you.
That sounds very pleasant. Who doesn't want a creep shower?
Yeah. Both players throwing down a Baneling Nest. Didn't see that one coming.
Minor deviation in saturation is that Eno decided to pull his drones at the main before saturating, I guess, in case of, say, 1312.
Wow. Eno is up to a bunch of Zerglings, and meanwhile SK went up to 23 drones. A little bit of an advantage there for him.
Yeah, slight worker advantage to Starkiller. Kinda. He should see these speedlings and know he is now the defender. Okay, he is gonna pull his things back at the natural, morphing those banelings, and get ready to make some noises. Banelings are out to scare off the lings.
Yeah, SK has actually moved most of his lings around the map, and they've been unscouted so far by Eno. He has no idea these lings are coming for his natural right now. He just has a whole bunch of banelings being morphed in right outside Starkiller's base, so he might need to be careful with that. Meanwhile, Starkiller's lings get into Eno's main base.
All those banes were for naught, and
yeah, those banelings didn't do anything, and the lings were ravaging Eno's base. He
really
lost.
Good counter attack while defending with real minimal forces there.
Alright, gonna be going into blue shift. Miguel in the chat, not very happy. What's up, Vasmos? I believe... I forgot who that was in game.
Is it Temper?
Oh, it's No Chance.
Oh, No Chance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, or not a lot, but there are some people that, like, I'm not entirely sure who they are in, like, I know them, like, separately almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have two different names, and I've seen both names, but I'm, like, forget that those are the same people.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets really confusing when you have a clan with 200 plus people. You know? If you guys didn't know, you can go and Twitch did start doing name changes, so you can change the name of your Twitch account completely. It's not just capitalizations anymore. You can change it all together.
Oh gosh, I hope no one has 3 different names between Twitch,
Discord,
in-game, and Discord.
yeah, there have been people like that. I promise you, I've seen it before. All right, so let's get into this game. Starkiller leads 1-0. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg, hailing from France. His name is Eno.
And to the top right, as the teal Zerg, it is Starkiller.
Ooh, Starkiller throwing down a pool first this time. And Eno going for that hatch first.
It could just be a defensive pool first. Like,
Yeah.
he's up a game.
Right.
That's kind of where it's common to see cheese.
Definitely, yep.
So that may be the mentality. On the flip side of this, he can turn that into some aggression, as he does have that faster pool, and so therefore should have faster lings. As well as speed, since he took the gas so fast. Speed is going to start up for Starkiller. Pool is almost done for Eno.
Starkiller going to be sending out some links. Oh, and what's this? A Baneling Nest going down for Starkiller. So maybe he wants to do like a really fast Baneling harass.
Yeah, things are gonna get a little bit explosive in a moment here.
No Baneling Nest out of Hino just yet.
And now we see that Baneling Nest right at the front. That, hey, I have a Baneling Nest, please don't attack me. Starkiller pulling some lings at his main.
Yeah, he's going up to more and more lings, morphing in some Banes as well. Somewhere. Oh, it's right outside Eno's base, actually. At the third, but it's going to pass right underneath his Overlord. Drones are being pulled already to the main base. Wow, he did end up losing a whole lot of lings to those Banelings. And Starkiller left over with a lot of lings is going to go straight into the main base. Okay, Eno's Banelings do come in and kill off a lot of lings. Okay, so Eno does hold for now. Wow, only losing 5 drones too. It looked a lot worse than that for him. Excuse me.
2 extra going down to those pair of lings left over. Here comes the counter aggression though, and Nice surround, sort of, but the Lings of Starkiller are enough to defend it. You know he's gonna tap out.
Yep, he was down by 8 workers that early in the game is huge. He needed to do some damage with that counterattack, and Starkiller was ready. So Starkiller now already on match point, 2 very short games, 2-0. It will be...
Maybe Hino thought it was a best of 3.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He left the party just to look at the map names, but I messaged him. Okay, Starkiller just needs a minute. I'm just gonna go grab a snack real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. I'm back.
Baxter. Hino is a star. His opponent is Starkiller.
Yep.
Well. Yeah, but do you know what happens when you kill a star? It becomes a supernova.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Isn't there a player called Supernova?
Yes, there is. He's a streamer now, but he used to be a pro Korean in the GSL and stuff.
I wonder... Starkiller has probably run into him on the ladder. I think he plays NA, right?
Yeah, he does play some NA, but I think he lives in Korea. But there's no doubt. I know they've played. I've seen them play on Supernova's stream. I think they're very close in MMR. Supernova might be a little bit better, actually.
I'm sure there's some good puns in that. I'm just not coming to mind.
Supernova is 6K on KR, so
Okay.
oh, we're up to $100 for the Matcherino. Looks like Nemesis and Sushi both put in a total of $9 to make it an even 100. So that means that the winner of this will get $75 and the runner-up will get $25.
I see the chat is catching up with our discussion.
Okay, Miguel just subbed. Thank you very much, dude. Alright, both players are ready, and we are getting into this third game in the best of 5. Starkiller currently leads 2-0.
Alrighty. Spawning in the bottom right, perhaps for the last time, it is Starkiller!
And spawning in the top left, the red Zerg from France. His name is Eno.
Okay. We're gonna see a 14-14 coming out of Eno and a 17 pool from Starkiller on the short rush distance map. I think this is still fine for Starkiller.
Yeah. It's kind of like the middle ground it's
Yeah.
kind of safe and still going for that hatch. But Eno does not have any hatchery in sight. He's going up to 4 Zerglings and getting his metabolic boost. Let's see if he knows the Overlord pathing. If he tries... Oh, he does. He's going to go... Oh, wait, never mind. Cast a curse. So the Zerglings move right underneath Starkiller's Overlord, and Starkiller knows all about this now. He does have his own 6 Zerglings, but Eno's speed is going to be done soon. He throws down a Roach Warren, sorry. And Eno has a Baneling Nest.
There are more Zerglings for Eno at the moment, but Defender's advantage means he has to be very careful.
Oh, Starkiller also throwing down a Spine in the main. Probably going to move that down. Yeah,
I'm not really going to be able to find anything with how defensive Starkiller has reacted to all of this. Banelings are here though, and if he can get some good connects before roaches grow and count to any sizable number, and Creep Tomb are gonna try and connect these bases. And Banelings are rolling.
Oh wow, that is a lot of Banelings. Nice splits. Kills the Queen and the Spine Crawler, so not bad. I mean, Starkiller has a couple of roaches left over. Okay, there's nothing left over from Eno actually, so...
With the roaches though, he's fine.
Yeah, and
He
the
can
thing
even
is...
clog this ramp with the roaches and the Queen. So like, at most, I only see this getting the natural hatch.
I was gonna say, Eno still has not started the second hatchery, so... Yeah, really needs to do more with that attack. But yeah, that's going to be it. Starkiller is the MVP Cup of August champion. Wins $75. Eno still wins $25. Not bad for a Knight of StarCraft. Let me look at the schedule real quick, and I'll just plug the next thing we've got going on. On Monday, we've got a ATL EU amateur match we'll be streaming on the main channel, and then we've got another ATL EU match. We've got two matches going on at the same time, and then we even have a friendly clan war against Lit that evening. So 2 ATL matches in the afternoon and a clan war in the evening. If you guys want to check...
Sounds like Monday Night StarCraft for everyone.
If you guys want to check that out, that'll be happening then. If you guys haven't followed the channel already, please do that. Miguel spamming a bunch of baguettes with the rip emoji. Yep. But Eno did win $25. He did make it quite far in the bracket, so well played to all players. And guys, don't forget GSL is going to be on in 4 hours and 30 minutes. So check that out. And that's going to be it for today. Zeno, you have anything you wanted to share before
Nope.
we end this? Alright, so I guess until next time, guys. Good night.
Wow.